Patel to open the innings now outside the off stump, and Qureshi goes after that one, and it signaled a wide. That was so wide outside the off stump. Qureshi would have needed an Uber to get to that delivery, and they're on their way. The Invaders, they're one without loss. Remember, the magical figure is 173 to win. Here is Patel. He goes in, bowls to Qureshi. He's right forward nicely, pushes it away to the covers, and he's on his way. Lovely bit of cricket there from Qureshi. Very aware of the situation. There was a big gap on the offside, and he was able to get a single. Shiraz Najam comes into strike. Patel is going to bowl now to Shiraz Najam, who is president of Midwest Cricket League. Of course, just to give you an appreciation of what's going on, the Midwest Cricket League is actually it's under the umbrella of Cricket Council USA, and of course Shiraz Najam controls this section. So at the moment, it's Najam taking strike. He has a low crouched stance. Patel bowls him, and he's beaten outside the off stump. That one took off and into the gloves of the wicketkeeper. Nice bounce, nice carry on that occasion. The score 2 without loss. All of a sudden, it's gotten a bit chilly in the com box. This time, Najam looking to go downtown outside the off stump, and 173 is a big target on this field with this very lush out field. But Najam has put it into perspective. This is early days, early doors, and he needs to just get his eyes in.
Whenever they go in best by, line up by 15 feet. Whoever going best by, by 15 feet.
Patel continues. Najam advances down the track and then has a wild swing at that one. It's beaten outside the off stump and through to the wicketkeeper. Patel bowls him, and this time he gets it away through mid-wicket. He's going to get only a single, and the score now 2 without loss. Of course, and the lovely photos you're seeing, of course, courtesy CCUSA and the drone, and having an overhead view as Patel bowls to Qureshi nicely forward again. Plays it to short mid on. Qureshi sets off. He's in trouble. He's out, run out. Where was Qureshi going on that occasion? He played it straight to the fielder and he took off. And he's out, run out. So the first wicket goes, the score 3 for 1. That was just played right into the fielder's hands at the short mid wicket. And there was Qureshi scurrying down the track. And the bowler, of course, in his follow through, collected and rifled the return. He's out to run out after looking solid in the first over. Just 2 deliveries he faced. And 3 for 1. I tell you, the Invaders, they're up against it now here.
Who, Dana around where Mark went? Ask Mark if he got a phone call.
Somebody call, yeah?
But this scorer, but he know you have to say the side.
That's not a run.
Hey!
That's not a run.
Scorer!
Yeah,
He's looking good.
there was no run. There's no run, but he just ran
Just
it.
tell the scorer down there to come and sit on the side.
And he missing everything. He looking good.
No, I will make it because of the score.
Just call him and tell him he needs to come here.
Holy shit.
I didn't know you were still on me. I was just trying to get to the other side before the... Just switch.
Well, that run out that you just saw, Qureshi pushed it back. Of course, Najam wanting a non-existent single, and you would have picked that up on our wonderful drone. So Qureshi may want to analyze that little later on to see where he was going. But the first wicket falling, and after looking solid in the first over, facing 2 deliveries and the middle both. Unnecessary that run out there.
I
And
can lick this ball is easier because I play cover and all.
Huh?
I play like this. I made more run.
No, I need him to come.
well, the new batsman is Zishan Qureshi, and he now needs to understand his role here. He's a man who can hit the ball as well, but there's no need for that at the moment. And
I need to put that back over.
what?
Scorer! Hey! You need to come and sit here.
Sufyan, the wind coming through here. We need to.
You need to put back that up over.
No, what damn thing? I want me. What
Huh?
damn thing?
Come here. Oh, you can sit there, but just tell me what.
Oh, no, I'll tell you. I'm right here.
Who's the bowler?
Oh,
Hassan Khan.
2 for 1 at the end of the first over. An unnecessary run out. Zishan Qureshi is going to take strike now.
Hassan Khan.
It's right forward, allows that one to go by outside the off stump into the gloves of the wicketkeeper. Listen, with all these electrical stuff.
Yeah, I think the guys in them with an play back.
It's delivery again. There could be a mix-up here, and Zishan Qureshi just reaches in, and that was Qureshi's call, and he needs to be careful.
Hey!
And again, you could have had another tragedy there. And the score now 4 for 1. Zishan Qureshi nearly run out, and they really need him if they can get anywhere close to this score of 173.
So then, get some guys to help them with that thing now, otherwise we're going to get plugs going up. We have electrical stuff here. And there's just the Shiraz, but Shiraz outside there.
Let's get this car back over.
Yeah, as you see how it moves with
Yeah, it's Khan again. He's going to bowl to Nijam, and Nijam looking to pull this away. It hits him on the pad and trickles away down behind square. And again, Shiraz Najam looks unsure about his running, and the score goes on now to 5 for 1. So I think Najam needs to settle down and just calm his nerves a bit, and the score goes on now to 5 for 1. 5 for 1. And Najam is going to have a word with Qureshi, and he's telling him the right thing. Let's calm down. Let's take our time. Let's assess the situation before we go for non-existent runs. At the moment, you're still seeing some lovely photos from our drone, and that's some lovely shots there from being captured. Here is Khan, and Qureshi comes back and cuts it away nicely. He's going to get a single here. He has to hustle, and he reaches home. So that's one more. A short delivery outside the off stump. He was able to go back and cut it away nicely, and gets a wonderful single. The score goes on to 6 for 1, and Shiraz Najam comes in to strike. Shiraz just needs to calm himself down here and lead from in front. Yeah, it's Khan again. Bowls to Nijam. It's down the leg side. He's looking to pull it away. He's going to get a single again. Qureshi comes running down the track, and that's a single. And it's the end of the over as well. At the end of over number 2. And Invaders are 7 for 1. They're struggling here a bit. The Magambo Invaders, they are 7 for 1. And they're chasing 173 to win. Again, of course, the rain continues to be just enough to allow play. but it continues to soak the arena here, this Washington Park ground on this Labor Day weekend.
2 over 7 run, 1 wicket, guys. Ali, can you update this score? 2 over 7 1.
Who's the bowler?
Adi, Patel.
Patel Ali.
Same.
Yeah, alright. What's your name? What's your name?
Adi,
No, your name.
Chirag.
Sir?
Chris.
Chris. Alright.
My business was they all come.
Alright.
Seven for one. As Patel continues now, he bowls, and that's a good shot by Nijam. A wonderful shot. It's running close to the fence, and he's only going to get one. The outfield here, that shot deserved more than one, but the outfield, of course, being very heavy, it allows only a single. 8 for 1.
Chirag, take a start. वहाँ खड़ा रहेगा तो कुछ नहीं होगा.
Patel is going to continue now to bowl to Qureshi. Comes in, bowls, and that's a good ball. That's dug out behind square. He's going to get another single, Qureshi. And the score goes on by 1. It's 9 for 1. He's on to 3. Najam is on 3, and now he comes in to strike. This is over number 3.
Mark. Mark. We don't want to know if you got a phone call. That's why I was running coming out.
Phone call?
Yeah, that's why I was running coming out when you was batting.
Man.
Yeah, you should have still be there.
Najam waits on Patel
Because you know what happened?
outside the off some, and here was Najam pulling away and trying to play through the offside. So he was actually working against himself on that occasion, because if he wants to play through the offside, he needs to get into the ball, get closer to the ball. He was not able to do that, and it went through to the wicketkeeper. Another valuable dot ball goes into Roddy Lalman's scorebook, and Patel 1 for 5. He's in his second over. Comes in now and bowls, and this time Shiraz pulls this away. This should go for 4, and yes, it does. It rolls over the boundary at the backward square for 4. So that's a welcome boundary. It's the first of the innings. The score 13 for 1, and you're getting the wonderful view of from our drone, actually taking up all the action. It's giving you a wonderful view from above, and of course thanks to Sofian Kamar, who's not in the cloud actually. He's on the ground and he's operating the drone. You don't want his head to go into the cloud at all. And continuing is Patel running in from what would be the northern end, and the score is 13 for 1. Of course, Sofian backed up by his man of business here, Rashid Ahmed, and of course Roddy Lalman. So you're seeing these photos, this lovely picture courtesy CCUSA and Mac TV. Clipped away down behind square by Najam for 1, and the score 14 for the loss of 1 wicket. Qureshi with his Ghana Amazon Warriors green helmet. He is very proud of that, and he is batting now. The rain getting a little, coming down a little harder now, and let's see what the umpires will do as Patel bowls to Qureshi, and he's looking to go downtown with that. Not out, says the umpire. Loud appeal. Not out, says the umpire. Looking to take advantage of the power play, and on that occasion they were appealing for a caught behind. Not out, says the umpire. The end of the over. End of over number 3. The score 14 for 1.
same ball, can? Chris? Chris? Can?
Hassan, yeah. Same. Ball.
Well, the rain is falling steadily now. The umpires are still out there. They're not going to stop it at least, not just yet. As Khan comes in and bowls, and this time Shiraz looks to go downtown. And he fails to make contact. It goes through to the wicketkeeper who fumbles it. It's going to be very difficult to grip the ball. Of course, the ball's sponsored by Cricket Council USA. It's the same ball that is used at the very popular US Open. This time Najam picks this one up. This is going to go over the fence for 6. That was on his legs. He went with it. He struck it hard, and that's 6 runs. So that 6 takes the score now to 20. It's 20 for 1, and this is over number 4. Khan again. And the jam goes straight down the ground. That's a lovely shot. He went over the head of the man at mid-off, and he's going to come back for 2. There was Qureshi running down the track. And 22 for 1 now. Najam goes on to 16. Qureshi's on 3 at the other end. And they're fighting back at the moment. This is over number 4. They have a very long way to go. 151 still required. After this over, they will have 16 overs to get there. Outside the off stump and failing to make contact this time. Najam.
पांच बॉलें खेली हैं दोनों ने उस बॉलर की ना आपने 2 खेली 3 सिराज भाई की बॉल खेली मैंने एक तो वाइड थी एक बॉल खेली एक पे सिंगल नहीं किया था सिंगल दिया ना एक ही को दिया ना अच्छा वो एक बॉल पे 2 रन बना दिए.
Well, the rain continues to belt down. Continues to belt down here. And the umpires are still out there. I don't know what's the situation, what's the playing conditions here in Chicago. It's very generous. That's a lovely shot from Najam, but it finds the fielder at a deep mid-off. And there is no run. He's starting to time the ball nicely, Shiraz Najam.
Put that garbage bag over it.
Bring down the tar plate a bit.
No, it can't.
Water is coming on electricity.
It clipped it. Yeah, no, it's good.
It's Khan again. He bowls to Shiraz. He pulls this away down to deep mid wicket. He's only going to get 1. And the score moves on now to 23 for the loss of 1. Of course, we're looking at the playing conditions, and the umpires are very happy with the rain, it seems. You have to be fair to them as well. This is AstroTurf. If it was the normal, regular turf wicket that is made out of mud, they would have been off a very long time now. But with the AstroTurf, you can allow the cricket to go on. Depends on the condition of the outfield. But with a generous grass covering, and we are seeing that with the generous grass covering, the rain is not having such an effect as we would have had earlier had it been well cut. So it's well grass. They're still playing out there. The umpires they're not going to stop playing. We are going to see a change of bowling though from the northern end, and the score 23 for 1. Yaqub Ali is going to take up the attack now from the northern end, and Shiraz Najam, who's on 17, he's going to take strike. There's a change in the field. The fielder from mid-wicket goes just backward of square, and Najam is eyeing that area. Here's Yaqub Ali bowls and Najam outside the off stump. He cuts it away, and that's a misfield at point. He's going to walk a single as he goes on now to 19. 18, sorry. 24 for 1. Here is Ali again. He bowls to Qureshi. This is down the leg side. Clipped away. It's going to go down to fine leg. He should look for 2. And he just settles for 1. In fact, it's called a wide. So that's 2 to the book. His score goes on now to 26 for 1. Qureshi remains on 3. Najam on 18. They've put on 23 for this wicket so far. This is over number 5. That's a lovely shot from Najam, and this is going to go very close to the boundary. In fact, the fielder is signaling 4. It evaded him and to the boundary for 4. The score goes on to 30. It's 30 now for the loss of 1 wicket. And of course, you can see Sofian Kama from Cricket Council USA and Mohammed Qureshi in discussion. And they are responsible for this live broadcast. Of course, Qureshi himself is a sponsor of this tournament, Cricket Council USA, and Sofian Kama leading the television production. Here is Yaqub Ali again from the northern end. He comes in and bowls Najam. He's looking to force this away through the offside. It goes through the onside, and there is no run. He's on 22. The rain seems to have eased a bit, but it's still very much here with us. As Ali bowls, that's a well-pitched up delivery and looking to swing it around the corner. It goes to third man, he evades the wicketkeeper, who's having a nightmare of a time out there on this slippery wet track. Score goes on to 31 for 1. Of course, Roddy Lalman here doing his work as the scorer slash analyst slash statistician. Not a single leg by. Qureshi remains on 32 for 1. Najam was we going after the bowling. He has been the man to attack. He's on 23. The only wicket to fall so far was that of Mohammed Qureshi, who was run out in the first over for 1. Oh, that's a good shot on that occasion. Driven nicely through the offside. He's going to come back for 2. And that's a wonderful shot there by Shiraz Najam. Opportunity for another run. And Qureshi could be in problems here because he had a late start, having overrun that one at the non-strikers end. But he gets back in, and that's 3 to the total. 35 for 1. Najam is on 26. Is the end of over number 5.
Mystery.
The idea mystery.
No, it's on
Buffalo corner. Buffalo corner. Buffalo corner.
Well, Dakas, of course, would have made 172 for 7 after their 20 overs. At this same stage, they were 42 for 1. So not much in it. Invaders are 35 for 1. outside the off. Some cut away powerfully by Shiraz Najam. Is running very close to the boundary. Will it get beyond it? I think it may well get over the ropes under fire. And that's a good shot. Short and wide. And Najam got back and cut it away for 4. He's on 30. The score 39 for 1. Looking at the lovely view here of the Washington Park. It's a short pull away by Najam. It's going to run away again. Will it get into the boundary? No. It's going to pull up just short, and they're going to settle for a single. They score 40 for 1, and he goes on to 31. Of course, just on the background, you can see on the a lot of cars parked along the roadside, and of course, the people of Chicago will be passing around on that road looking on at a cricket festival, really, because there are a number of games on at the same time. Qureshi is going to face now as a mystery. Don't know if there's anything mysterious about his bowling. He is going to bowl to Qureshi. Yeah, it's mystery to Qureshi bowls, and this is driven away over the man at mid-off down to the boundary. It's going to pull up short again because it's very damp and wet out there. The grass, of course, as I keep saying, it's very long, very tall grass here, and they come back for 2. 42 for 1. Qureshi moves from 3. He moves on now to 5. This delivery gets right back and onto his stumps, plays it away to mid-on, and there is no run. Oh, that's a lovely shot down the track, and that's 6 runs. He got to the pitch of it and struck it over mid-off. He struck it hard, and that's 6 runs. A lovely shot by Qureshi. He moves on to 11, and the score 48 for 1. A lot of support from the sidelines for Invaders. .48 for 1. And the rain continues. It has been a persistent drizzle, sometimes a little harder, but we haven't had a full-blown shower. Qureshi can't lose his head here. He's on 11. 48 for 1. He needs to stay with Najam. Their partnership 45 so far. As here he is again, Bowes, and Qureshi looking to go downtown with that one. It takes the inner half of the bat, goes down to deep mid-wicket for 1, and the score moves on now to 49 for 1. That's the end of the power play. At the end of the power play, 69, after 6 overs, 49 for 1. Remember, Dakas would have scored 172, so the target is 173 of 20 overs.
Fourteen. Who's the bowler? Who's the bowler?
Same, Ali.
Yeah, Ali.
Ali.
point and then we declare we just sit on writing or something and turn it.
Yaqub Ali is going to continue the attack from the northern end. Now the rain is coming down. It's going to make it difficult for him to grip the ball, although he's not a spinner, but still. In conditions like these, he'll be hard pressed to try slower deliveries. 1 o'clock in the afternoon here in Chicago. Ali bolts as Qureshi. He's looking to pull this away, and it skids along the track. Of course, the AstroTurf collecting water now and into the gloves of the wicketkeeper. He's eyeing a vacant mid-wicket region, and after that shot, the fielder is brought squarer on the deep mid-wicket boundary. Here is Yaqub Ali again, the medium pacer. Slower delivery outside the off stump, and it's signaled wide by the umpire. And that's the 50. 50 for
50
1.
comes up, guys. 50 up.
Let's go!
Ali goes in again and bowls. That's a well-pitched up delivery. Forced away through the covers by Qureshi. He's content with just the single. 51 for 1. He goes on to 13. And Najam comes on strike. He's on 31.
चिराग भाई बीजो बॉल तैयार रख दो
Well, outside the off stump, and that was well pitched up. He's looking to hoik it away. He got an inside edge. No appeal from the bowler. 51 for 1, and Roddy Lalman, our scorer, is just reminding him. In fact, he's informing me that Duckworth Lewis has no place in cricket in Chicago because they're playing through the rain. I think the only thing that may stop cricket here is a flood. And even that, the umpires may well consider going back out. Qureshi plays a wonderful shot. In fact, Najam down to deep mid-wicket for 4. That's a vacant position. That was a short delivery from Yaqub Ali. It came nicely onto him. He was able to free the arms and hit it away for 4. And Sharaz Najam is on 35. That's the 50 partnership. The score 55 for 1. Here is Ali again. He goes in, bowls to Najam, and that's flicked away nicely to mid-on for a single. The score goes on by 1. And at the moment, chasing 173, they are 56 for 1. Lovely work being done here by Rashid Ahmed, our technical guru. It's outside the off stump, driven away by Qureshi. There is no run there. And the score remains at 56 for 1. Of course, Rashid adding new elements to our coverage. Of course, for the US Open, I think it's going to be even better. Of course, with me, sitting next to me, is Roddy Lalman, who is now a part of Cricket Council USA. I'd like to officially welcome him. Man from Chaguanas in Trinidad and Tobago. And the score at the moment moves on to 56 for 1 after over number 7. And both batsmen at the moment, they're taking their time about their cricket, but they're playing very good, mature knocks. They're not trying to hit everything. They're getting the singles when they're there. Of course, what they've done well is to put away the bad ball. And we're seeing that Najam on 36, Qureshi on 13, 56 for 1.
Mystery?
7 over 56, and the bowler is continuing with clear.
Outside the off stump. This is driven away nicely by Najam. He's going to get only a single. It was a good shot, though. And he goes on by 1. The score 57 for 1, 37 to Sharaz Najam. Here is Mystery again. That's a good delivery. Qureshi pushes forward, beaten outside the off stump. It goes through to the wicketkeeper. This is flighted and Qureshi meets it with by chipping down the track. He gets it away down to a wide long off. Only a single. 58 for 1 now. This is on the leg side. Umpire probably the charm gonna touch on to that one. The umpire didn't signal wide. Just to remind you, the target 173. So outside the off stump again and played away to mid off. So keeping it tidy is Mystery. He has taken none for 16. He's in his second over.
I was Chris. That was the over, right? Only 2 runs in the over, right? Only 2 runs.
So that's the end of the over. The end of over number 8. 58 for 1. They want to have a bit of a charge at the bowling pretty soon. The run rate at the moment required 9.58.
Get some funny there. Who's that bowling, Chris? Umair Sawa? Chris? Chris? Umair Sawa?
Change of bowling. Sawar is going to continue the attack. Here he comes and bowls. It's delivery. It's played back by Qureshi. Well played by Qureshi. This is just back off a leg. Get him back and across and played it back to the bowler. 58 for 1. This is a lovely shot through the offside, but as soon as it hits the grass, it's going to slow up. He gets a single, and that takes Qureshi on now to 15. The score 59 for 1. Pull away by Najam. It's going to go on 2 bounces to the fielder down a deep backward square. And he walks a single. Don't know what's the level of his fitness these days. 38, he's on 60 for 1. Outside the off stump, beaten. Quicker delivery. She drive through the offside. Lovely shot. He's only going to get a single though, so you're not getting value for your shots on this track.
કેટલા રન દે ચિરાગ ભાઈ
So it's the end of the over, the end of 9, 61 for 1.
ભાઈ મારો યાર બોલ દેખ લે બોલ દેખ
We're sitting right behind a barbecue shop at the moment here in the press box. It's smoked out, so to speak.
यार प्लेटें ढूंढ रहे भैया वो प्लेटें हैं यहाँ पे आने भी प्लेटें
Which drive through the offside. He's going to get a single.
असफर
Partly stopped
Yes.
at mid-off.
ये हसन हसन
62 for 1. He is on 17. Say a big shout out to Roddy Dalman, who has been excellent with the scoring system here.
गालियाँ दी
Sometimes he has me second guessing myself as to whether he has updated the scoreboard. He does it so quickly. This is a well pitched up delivery. Gets it on the full. Plays a slog sweep down to a deep mid wicket for 1. And Najam goes on to 40. Is it 39? And Roddy Dalman does it to me again. 63 for 1. As I said before, I don't know if we are fortunate enough or not, but we are right here, very close to a barbecue tent. This delivery is played away down to a long on for a single. Smoke. At the moment, 64 for 1. 64 for 1. Rishi on 18. This is played away again by Najam. And they're looking for 2. Good running from Zishan Qureshi. He's right back in. He's pushing Najam, who is struggling a bit with his fitness at the moment, but he's batting well. He's on 41. Qureshi 18. And the score 66 for 1.
You wanna take any interview? We have guys available.
In front of the camera.
You are in front of a camera. I like to be in front.
This is pulled away by Najam. It's going to go over the ropes. That's a wonderful shot. That's 6 runs. And the fielder they're crashing into the scoreboard. 6 runs. A wonderful shot by Sharaz Najam. He goes on now to 47 and it's 72 for 1. 72 for 1, and here is a mystery again. He bowls and Najam, he pulls it away. This is running very close to the boundary. Will it get over there? No, of course. The heavy outfield stops it, and he just gets 1. Shiraz goes on now to 48, and the score 73 for 1. This is over. In fact, that's the end of over number 10. So they are 73 for 1, and they're way behind. Because at the same point, Dakas were 95, I think, or 96 for 2, for 96 for 3. So they're behind. So they need some work. Exactly, they made it easy, Roddy Lalman. 100 required of the last 10 overs. So the required rate at the moment is 10 runs per over.
Who's the bowler, Chris? Chris? The bowler. Sawa. Okay, alright. Right, he's in next week.
Sawar is going to continue from the northern end. That's a short delivery. Pulled away by Najam. Down to mid wicket and a lovely stop down there. That ball would have slid onto the field having hit the tooth. And he stopped it well. And that's 50 for Sharat Najam.
Chris,
Okay.
you have him on 50, I have him on 49.
Yeah, it's Sawa again. He bowls to Korichi. This is a good shot. Cutting it, getting under it, and cutting it over the man at point, down to the boundary for 4. Korichi goes to 22, and the score 78 for 1.
I have Shaz on 49.
No, it's 50.
And how much you have for Qureshi?
Qureshi is 23.
23?
What do you have?
I have him on 22. How much extras do you have?
Yeah, it's Sawar again. He comes in, bowls to Korichi.
Yeah.
Korichi looking to go downtown, and he was out of his crease there.
Good ball, yeah.
The keeper looking to run him out, but the stumps are not so high. He nearly struck Korichi on his head. The score 78 for 1.
49, yeah. You're good.
Sawar again, bowls to Korichi. He's using his track. Lovely shot down the ground. That's in fact. They did go for 6. He's very strong on the offside, Korichi. And that delivery, he just gave himself some room. He muscled it through the offside, and he struck a flat 6. That was power. 28 now to Korichi, 84 for 1.
Magambo मारेगा. Magambo,
Sawa again, he comes to bowls to Korichi, and he's backing away. He was trying to play one of those fancy shots. He went right back deep into his crease, and he was looking to heave it away over square leg. He'll be better served just standing his ground, because he lost his shape badly on that occasion. And of course, with that, once you lose your shape, you don't have a strong footing and a strong base, so you can't really pivot well to hit the ball away. At the end of the over, the end of over number 11, 85 for 1. So a good over on that occasion there. Korichi goes to 29. Najam is on 49 actually. And the score 85 for 1.
Abdul Ruff.
Excuse me, sir. ये online आ रहा है कहीं?
The streaming?
Yeah.
No, we're not online.
Not on.
But we're recording.
Okay.
Yeah, we're not.
Thank you.
Invaders 85 for 1. What they have going for them is the fact that they have lost just 1 wicket. So they have 9 intact. The last over, 12 runs came. So they need a further 88 at a run rate of 9.73. They started the last 10 overs requiring 10 runs and over. They have done some work with that. It's now down to 9.76. And 7-8, sorry. 85 for 1. Korishi's going to take strike. He is on 29 and he is going to face some rough. Here is Ralph. Bowls him. Shock on the pad, and that's a good single, a good call from Shiraz Najam. A leg by, and the score goes on to 85, no, 86 for 1.
Leg by, you got that, Chris?
So Najam is on 49. This is swept away around over backward square for 6 runs. So that's his 50 now. He goes on to 55. That was well pitched up, and he just swept it away for 6 over a backward square. He goes on to 55. Score 92 for 1. Off again. That one coming on to Najam quicker than he anticipated. So he was into the shot early and really couldn't get it away. He didn't have the time or the room to play it through the vacant mid-wicket position. This time it's on the leg side and surprisingly not called wide by the umpire. Time he chips down the track and drives it down to long off. There's another single for him. Outside the off stump and no contact made. It's a good over from Ralph. 1 over for 7, although he was struck for a 6. That's 1 run came from the next 5 balls. The score 93 for 1 after 12, so the run rate is back up to 10. Hassan Khan is a new bowler. And Shiraz Najam is going to take strike. He is on 56. Outside the off stump, signal wide.
MAGAMBO,
This is well pitched up and it's driven away down to long off for a single. 95 now for 1. Good shot by Qureshi, just hitting it square down to the man on a deep cover boundary. He gets a single. And the score goes on now to 96 for 1. Qureshi on 30 and Shiraz Najam on 57. The full toss, that's hit away for 6. What a shot by Najam, a full toss. And that was hit high over mid-wicket into the fence for 6 runs. That's the 100. It's now 102 for 1. A full toss. And he just stretched forward and was able to hit it over his favored mid-wicket position for 6. Now, with that shot comes out the sunshine, and it's very nice now. It's a lovely day for cricket, I must say. A Caribbean day here in Chicago. Yeah, Shiraz again. That's a bigger one, an even bigger one. And that's 6 more. What a shot by Shiraz Najam. And that takes the score to 108. He's on 69, and it's a 100-run partnership. A partnership of 105 for the second wicket. And they are well on their way here now. They required rate 8.86 and 108 for 1. And at this point in time, I think the balance is starting to tilt in favor of the invaders, the Magambo invaders. Outside the off stump and allowed to go by, questioning the umpire as to if it's a wide. This is a full toss, that's pulled away. And of course, a single. One more to Najam. He's on 70. The score 109. Questionable decision there by the umpire. That one was a full pitch over the waist. One would have thought that the umpire square leg would have called a no ball, but he didn't. And it's the end of the over, the end of a very expensive over there. Bowled by Khan. He has none for 29 after 3. None for 28, sorry. It's gone to the 9 for 1. The required rate 9.14. And with 7 overs to go, I think the invaders are slightly gaining the ascendancy.
Sun making a desperate attempt to come out. He's the opening bowler.
Ralph is going to continue. He bowls now to Najam. He's bowling. Chipping down the track, looking to go over the top. Shiraz Najam is bowled his middle stump, rock back, and he leaves the arena for a well-played 70. The score now is 109 for 2. And with that breakthrough and the fact that Shiraz Najam is on his way, I think that Dakas are now getting back into the context.
Who got into that? Okay.
Osama Gujar goes in now to bat. He replaces Shiraz Najam. And 109 for 2. Gujar, the new batsman. 109 for 2. Gujar is going to take strike. I don't know what's his pedigree as a batsman, but at the moment, I think Chichon Kurishi has this, to be he's a senior partner there now. He's on 30. He needs to guide the rest of the innings. Beaten outside the off some by Ralph, a loud appeal, and not out, says the umpire. And the wicket keeper, I think his behavior is not one that's recommended. He ran down the track and threw the ball away. And had this been an international match, I think he would have had a date with the match referee, showing disgust at the umpire. And one could understand the wicketkeeper. He's had a horrendous match. He finally caught a ball. Here is Ralph. He said, no, bowls to Gujar. Gujar trying to hit this one away. Takes the top edge. Drops short of the man running in from point. And they scamper a single. 110 for 2 now. Qureshi comes in to strike. And the required run, it goes up down to 9.69. And a very strange day here. The breeze picking up, the wind picking up now. As we continue to operate from a barbecue tent. This is played away just over the bowler's head. And Qureshi with 3 men converging on that. He lives to fight another day. Listen. I'll shut down this now.
Tell him sit down on the side of the tent.
Thank you. 110 for 2. Goes Rashid Ahmed. Technical man, technical supervisor. Always takes good care of the boys. At the moment, the wind has picked up, and the noise you're hearing is our tent ruffling in the background. Here is Ralph, comes in and bowls to Qureshi, hits this away to mid-off. There is no run, so good fight back now here from Dakas. Here's Ralph again. He bowls to Qureshi. He's looking to go down top. This is in the air. It's running back from the man. A third man runs back. He puts one hand out. He can't complete the catch. Qureshi runs back for 2. And he goes on to 34. It's 114 for 2. Right. So the situation here, 10.17 required over the next 6 overs. And Qureshi is out there. He will need to hit a few lostly blows. He has been joined by Gujar, who's on 1. Qureshi 32. He has been there for quite a while.
Sure.
Outside the off stump, no run there.
Ashish Patel.
So Ashish Patel is continuing the attack. In fact, he's taking up the attack from the northern end. Comes in, bowls to Gujar again, and he's hitting this one straight down the ground. He's probably going to come back for 2. 1 is taken. Qureshi is going to face now. Qureshi is on 32. He struck 2 sixes in this innings, and both over cover. 2 flat sixes, 113 for 2. That one kept a bit low outside the off stump. Down the ground is Qureshi, hits it over cover. And he's going to get a single only. 114 for 2. The required weight keeps on climbing. It's a good shot by Gujar, straight down the ground, but again, just a single straight down to long off. Singles won't do it. You'll need the boundaries, the odd boundaries now. And after this over, 5 to come, 10.88 the required rate. This is hit away by Qureshi. It's going to go over backward point for 6 runs. Outside the off stump, he just got under that one. He hit it over point, and that's a 6. That's a welcome 6. He goes on to 39. It's 121 for 2.
One ball again.
Qureshi is out caught at mid-on. He chipped down the track and he's out caught for 39. It's 121 for 2. It's the end of over number 15 and losing another wicket at a crucial time on the wicket of Qureshi. He is on his way for 39.
Who's the batsman? Shaz. Okay. Patel. Ah! Shaz! Shaz! What is it? His name was?
Chirag Mamba Patel.
Oh, Chirag Mamba. Okay. We just have him as Mamba. We don't have him as Patel. And who's the bowler? No, that is
The previous wicket?
no, the bowler. That is Ruff.
Yeah, now it's wrong.
Yeah, Abdul Ruff.
Abdul Rauf is a new bowler. Well, he continues. Mamba is in there. He is yet to score 121 for 3. Here's Rauf. He bowls and this is pulled away and Gujar is out caught. What an excellent catch. So another wicket falls, 121 for 4. And that was a very fine catch by the fielder at the deep mid-wicket boundary. Running to his left, he took the catch, and although he fell to the ground, he held on to the ball. And what a wonderful catch, 121 for 4.
Ah.
This is Adi Patel.
Ari, right?
Yeah.
And who's the batsman going in?
That one is Usama Ujjar.
Usama?
Gujjar?
Usama?
Yeah. Yeah, the one who is out.
No, the one
Who is going in? Okay. Is Ali.
Huh?
Ali.
Ali Khan?
Yeah.
Alright.
Good.
Cool.
Well, Magambo Invaders in some problems at the moment. 121 for 4. They have lost their mainstays. Shiraz Najam for 70 and Zichon Koreshi for 39. And now taking strike is Mamba. He's yet to score. And Ralph, 2 for 10. He's bowled well. He's in his third over. He goes in now on bowls. This is played away on the offside for a single. Mamba is off the mark. Ali Khan faces now as Ralph continues. Oh, what a lovely shot. That is going to go over the ropes for 6. As straight as an arrow, his very first ball. And Ali Khan showing pedigree. His very first ball, Ralph pitching up, over pitching, and he went straight down the ground with him for 6. What a wonderful shot. 128 for 4. Good innings, easy Sean Kurichi, 39. Played a very mature hand. 2 lovely flat 6s. And now we see Ali Khan. He is on 6. He's taking strike now. He bowls at this time. This one takes the inner half of the bat. It goes down just where a square leg would be. The wicketkeeper runs across, and that's one more. 129 for 4. The required rate 10.56. This is over number 16. If they can keep it around 10, 11 with 2 overs to go, then I think they could well be in this game. But they need to keep wickets as well. 4 wickets already down. Here he is. Down the leg side, and the umpire not calling a wide. That was very surprising. It's the end of the over, the end of Rouse over. 3 overs, 2 for 8, for 15. He has bowled, in fact, 2 for 6, 18. He has bowled well, 129 for 4. 44 runs, in fact.
44 runs and 4.
Right, 44 runs to get in 4 overs. So it's 11 over needed now. Patel is going to continue 1 for 9 after 1 over. He's going to continue. He's going to bowl to the right-handed Ali Khan. Ali Khan is on 7. Mamba on the other end is on 1. Lovely shot there from Rashid. Square on, and this time Ali Khan hits this one. He could be in some problems here, and he's out caught. So Ali Khan goes caught on the on the long on boundary. It's now 129 for 5, and now they are in the driver's seat, so to speak, because that was a crucial wicket. Ali Khan was hitting the ball cleanly, but that time he couldn't clear the boundary. And that's wicket number 5. It's 129 for 5.
the batsman. Drop.
Well, a drop catch on that occasion. Fighting back nicely. Dakas. Patel. He's taken 2 wickets now. 2 for 10. That's a good shot down the ground. In fact, he's out caught. He couldn't clear the man at mid-off. That was Narain. And he goes without scoring. It's 130 for 6.
Who take that catch, Brian? Okay.
Patel a star now, 3 wickets. 130 for 6. Outside the off stump, a swing and a miss from Lahiri. And the score remains 130 for 6. The required rate 13.58. 43 runs required. Patel again, that one hits the body of Lahiri and he scurries down the track. He's going to go back for 2. This is good running. The fielder on that occasion breaking the stumps with the ball not in his hands. So 2 runs, the result. It's the end of over number 17. 41 required now. It's 132 for 6. 41 required of 18 balls. And I think at this moment it's fair to say that the fielding team, the Dakas, they're out front.
Nice Abdullah here, huh?
Wow.
That's spicy. Next one, popcorn. I want to spicy cover.
Single, first ball of the over from Rauf. 133 now for 6. Here's Ralph again. He bowls to set away over the bowler head. We've seen so many balls go in that direction. And he's looking for two. I think he's going to be run out. Now here he is, run out. And the score is 134 now for 7. Now here he goes. And MAGAMBO slips further into problems here.
Who?
Sai. Yeah.
Okay.
Sai Bharat goes in now with 39 required. And nothing short of a miracle they would need now. Got a lovely shot. And it's going to go all the way. In fact, one bounce. And the fielder pulls it back. And they're going to come back for 2. So it's 136 now for 7. And Mamba is still in there. He's on 4. Ball him. The beautiful sight of the stumps flying in the air. And Mamba is bowled by Ralph, who joins Patel in getting 3 wickets. 136 for 8. I think it's all over here by the shouting.
I don't think we need this anymore, do we? There's no more need for this.
Who's going into batsman?
Huh?
Batsman.
Yeah, in the bucket. Inside.
Ashraz? Batsman. Who's going in?
Goodbye. Batsman का क्या नाम है? रोहन. रोहन. I don't have side.
चला यार इधर तो नहीं है
Bucket.
bucket है ना
White bucket. There is he's using a hammer. Can you hear it?
Yeah.
136 for 8. Patel is now facing. He bowls a Ralph bowls outside the off stump and taken by the wicketkeeper low down. The score 136 for 8. I think they're just going to go through the motions really. And 2.1 overs to go. 37 required. Just 2 wickets in hand. There goes wicket number 9, run out. Patel hitting that one to cover and he's out, run out. 136 for 9.
No, that is the over. Who's that going in there? That is the over. And that is the over too. That is the over as well.
Over.
136 for 9, 2 overs to go. 37 required.
Over. यहाँ पे भी scoring हो रहा है. You missed it.
a few lusty blows could bring Invaders right back into this contest. One never knows. So Hedge is in there, and Barrett is the new batsman. Sun has come out nicely here, so some wonderful cricket taking place now on this 2018 Chicago Cup. Down the leg side. This one eludes the wicketkeeper, goes down to find they're going to come back for 2. Let's see if the umpire signals. If he signals a wide, well, yes, he does. So that's 3 runs. 139 for 9. 17 runs required per over from now on. Another wide signal by the umpire. .141 for 9. This is down the leg side. This should be another wide signal by the umpire. So Patel has lost his range here in this final over. 3 for 18. He has bowled well. Ralph has completed his spell as well. 4 overs. 3 for 21. It's 142 for 9. Hedges on strike. 31 required. 11 deliveries to get it. Again, outside the off stump, a big heave. It's a good delivery outside the off stump, beaten, well pitched up. It's moving away slightly from the right-hander. And the score remains 142 for 9. 9 deliveries to go. I think it's safe to say that the Dakas will start this tournament with a victory. Takes the inner half of the bat, trickles away to a short square leg for 1. .143 for 9. There's 8 deliveries to go. Patel bowls. This is in the air. Well, this could be his 4th wicket. It could be the end of the match. Yes, it is. Patel takes 4. Invaders all out for 143, losing the game by 29 runs. So they have lost their opening match by 29 runs. And they've lost to the Dakas. Sabir Singh Dakas. They have started this tournament with a victory. So, Nesturika Sabir Singh Dakas 172 they got, and in reply the Invaders 143, all out of 18.5 overs. Top scorer in Charaz Najam, he got 70, and second top scorer Zishan Koreshi with 39. So that's it for this first game. Stay tuned and join us as we continue our coverage here of the Chicago Cup 2018. There's another match coming up very shortly.
How do you untie this?
काट ले यार
कोई है